Hi all, this is Paz from Paz's Explores. An actual day where the sun's out and there's not that much wind. Brilliant. Today, concentrating on myself, clear the head, process my thoughts, me time. At the same time, capturing memories on the camera and the drone. But yeah, why not? If you don't take time out for you, when are you actually going to process your thoughts? Currently on the arrivals, if you want to get here, head towards Llŷn, and it's just above Llŷn. There's arrivals, but most probably if you put Nant Gythern into your sat nav, you'll get here. From the car park to where I am now, which is about 1 mile, we're just short, or just heading up to Tre'r Ceiri. There's a good hill fort up there, probably the best in the UK. 2,000 years old. You'll see it when I get to the top. But the climb up here isn't that bad. It's not a steep incline until you get to the actual hill fort. To the left of me is Ganol, which is the highest, just under 550. So it's not a big climb, but from Tre'r Ceiri up to Ganol, there's a good track that takes you up, which you will see. And from that point then, you can see Garn 4, which is the quarry. Another amazing location where they used to quarry granite. And when you get there, it's abandoned, but you'll see so much history and the work they used to do to take the stone down to Tre'r Pier. It would have been a massive task and a dangerous one. But again, these 3 mountains here, I don't see that many people going up and down them. But on a day like this, I've seen more than what I usually do, but amazing location. So if you're in the Pen, it's a must. You can even park down the bottom of the hill fort. If I turn the camera around now, just to the right-hand side of the hill fort, going down the right-hand side, there's a path that goes to the road down the bottom. A bit more of a steep incline to get up there, but you'll get there in a shorter distance, but I prefer the one I've done now, which is just under 1.5 miles to get to the top of the hill fort, and it's quite steady. And you can see it's signposted all the way, which I'm just about to reach now. So there's various tracks you could go up. So I could go left up here to go up Ganol, but in my eyes, that's not the best track to go up Ganol. It's the one I'll take in a minute. A couple of these along the way, shows you where you are, gives you a bit of history about it. And as you can see there, an aerial shot of the hill fort, which is pretty impressive. Once you see the walls, you'll see what I'm talking about. They're so thick. Skye just waiting for me to open the gates. Come on, Skye. Come on, go. Good girl. As you're approaching the hill fort, this is the kind of tracks you're going to come across. So you can see there's the steps being placed here. It's not difficult, but if you find it hard to get up quite big steps, then you might find this a bit tricky. And when it gets to the top, it's going to be sort of like loose rock, which I'll show you. Prior to arriving at the top, what you'll find are these QR codes, and they just give you some information if you scan them. It's quite handy. We're nearly at the top now. You can see slightly to change now. Loose rock. But you'll see the entrance to the hillfort. This is what I explained to you about before, about the loose rock. Gotta be careful. You see the entrance, the walls are thick. So impressive. We're getting up to the top, and it'll open up the view now towards Carnarvon. Amazing. Just going to turn left here, get to the actual top. Again, loose rock. Skye's okay with it, but just be careful with some dogs. We're at the top now of the hillfort. Amazing views. Told you before, over there is Garn 4, the quarry, heads all the way down to Trefor, and then that view behind there is the main road that goes to Carnarvon and Bangor. Come back round slowly now, we'll see. That's the hillfort now. Down at the bottom, you can make out where the round huts used to be. Pretty big. And to be living up here in these conditions, even today's nice day, it's still windy. And then all the way across then, you go towards Abersoch in the distance, Pwllheli, got Harlech on the other side, and then all the way to Porthmadog, and all the way around then to the Snowdonia area. What an advantage point. That's why it would have been up here. Dominates the land. You'll see the other views now. So to get up to the top from the car park in Nantgathern, it's 1.6 miles. Our next route is going to be up there, up to the trig point at the top. That's Ganol. That means middle. So we're just going to go up, and there's a track that just leads all the way up there. That's where we're going to go. Then we're going to go back down towards Garn 4, which is the quarry. I do this walk quite often. You'll see some challenging points going up Ganol, but nothing too bad. Just going to come here, show you this wall here that leads all the way down the mountain. Just down there is the village of Llanelhian. And as you can see, Skye's enjoying it, enjoying the views. Leads down into this small track then that lets you go up Ganol, which we're going to do now. I did explain how boggy it is here, but look at these steps that's been placed here, just randomly. It's quite cool. But if you follow this stone steps up the way we're going now, you'll come up to a gate. Once you get through that gate, that is basically where you start climbing up Ganol. And just to my rear is Tre'r Ceiri, the hillfort, where I've just come down. But now we're going to head up towards the fence line, up the top, and there'll be a gate there to go through. And that's when you start climbing. I think it takes about less than 10 minutes to get to the top. If you push it, we'll see. Just to your front now, you'll see the outline of the hill fort to the top there. How impressive is that? And then as I'm climbing down Ganol, this is the view you get. Not always like this, sometimes extremely foggy, but are you going to beat that? Amazing. I'm going to do a bit of drone footage now. Drone following me as I go up here, just so you can see some of the terrain you'll have to cover if you're going up Ganol. Not far from the top now. Wind has picked up here. That's what you'll find. Nice day down the bottom, but I always come prepared. I'm carrying about 10 to 12 kgs on my back. Most of the kit I'll never need unless I'm in an emergency. So I always carry it. Plus it's good for training. Carrying weight on your back. Instead of me going running all the time, I go walking. Running is a part of my therapy. Walking is my 2026 therapy. Plus, I get to take Skye out. She loves. We get to spend time together. If I just show you from here now, the hill fort, just on the bottom there. See, we've been climbing, but this track here is okay, it's a decent track. And I've said this before, if your dog is not agile, then it's going to struggle on these rocks. And especially when you get to the top. But as we're climbing now, it does get easier. It takes about, as I said, 10 minutes if you're going quite. It takes about 10 minutes if you're going flat out, but easily give yourself about 20 to half an hour if you're going to stop, take the views in, which why wouldn't you if you've come this far? Amazing. On this one, you'll know when you get into the top. As you can see there, just going to climb this. This is where I say I'm going to go around to this side, follow the path, because it's slightly easier to get to the top from there. That's why I say to you about your dog, about the dogs, footing here. Skye's done this a few times, still needs to be careful. And this is going to be now an amazing view. And that view there is looking down towards Nant Cathern. And just in the distance there is where I parked my car. But we're going to go to the top now. You can see what I'm talking about with the stones. A little bit of shelter up here. So we're at the top. See the wind? It's picked up. But these are the views you get. And as I'm coming around, we've just come up there now towards the hillfort there. And then Skye has gone out the wind into here, and you'll see the difference now. So if you're ever in trouble around this location here, you need to get a bit of shelter, just get down from the wind. Massive difference straight away. Huge difference. Yeah, we're at the top now. So distance we've covered so far is 2.4 miles. Elevation 1,298 so far we've climbed. So yeah, that's pretty good. Me and Skye doing well today. It's absolutely amazing day. What I do is when I come back down, if you're going to go down towards the quarry, which we're going to go next, you go left. So I've got the top there to my left. I just follow it round. There is a track here somewhere. Yeah, Skye knows it. Good girl. This one can be quite difficult to spot, but once you get over here, you'll see the quarry down the bottom. And just be heading then towards that. And that will be the 3 peaks then that you can do. Tre'r Ceiri, Ganol, Garn 4, which is that one there, just to your front. But when you go down there, you go up these steep steps, which I can show you an image now of me going up the steps a while back. I've gone to the top of that with Skye, but I wouldn't advise it. There were times I had to lift her up just to get to the top of that. So I'm not going to chance it with Skye up there. But as you can see, you can get up to that mast there on a good road. So you can get up to there. But you can't go all the way, but you need to go round the mast to the left and start climbing up. And they are rocks, terrible rocks. Now these aren't the best rocks to go down, but they do get better the further you do go down. So you're gonna have to persevere with this stage here. Some people climb up this way. Every time I come up here, I end up losing the track and I don't know where I'm going. So I prefer climbing up Ganol the way I came. And then as I'm going down, this route then is easily identifiable. But I'm struggling here. I am quite lucky with a Kelpie collie. She is so agile, so energetic, will never tire, as I know, because I constantly throw a ball for her when I'm home. Anyone else get that problem with their dog, especially if they're a working dog? They constantly want the ball, craves for it. Even after this big hill session, we'll go home, sit down, first thing she wants is a ball. But if you're going to get a working dog, and they're not actually going to be working, well, I'm going to have to take her out and do activities like this, burn some of that energy off, which I wish at times I had. Don't look down the bottom there. Just down the bottom here, you'll see some buildings. There used to be buildings here. It's quite interesting. Just keeps your mind going, thinking about what would have been there then. I'll tell you one thing's good with Skye. She can identify a route straight away. Go off track for a little bit, she's the one that will get me back on it. Good girl. Good girl. Stay. Come on then. Good girl. See this rock now, but it gets better now once we get down here. So if you're coming down here, be careful. Just getting to the bottom now of Ganol behind me. On this side, quite a tricky route to get down. Heading towards the quarry now. As I said, I'm not going to go up to the top because it's not safe to take a dog up there. But once you get to the top of that, I'll show you some views from my last visit up there. But the weather wasn't great then. But there's a set of stairs that goes up, and they use this for the Penllyn Ultra. You go up the steps and then you could climb up to the top. What we're going to do is once you get to here, fork in the road, you can either go left back down to the car park, or you could go right and go into the quarry. Just going to go right here and you'll see the views. Again, views towards Carnarvon, Bangor that way, amazing. And just to my right hand side is where we've come down. The quarry is like this, a track like this, all the way down. So accessibility is quite good, but it's steep. And these are the views you get. These are the old buildings down in the quarry. It's been abandoned. Quite good to explore. Inside sometimes you'll get animals, so sheep, goats. They'll just take shelter in there. Come on, Skye. Good girl. The views you get here, absolutely stunning. Look at that. This quarry you can spend ages exploring. It's an amazing location. Just takes you to like a different world, different environment. A lot of people here today doing the same as what I'm doing. Just going out, getting some fresh air, nice day. So what we're going to do now is head back towards the car along the path. It's about a mile from here now to get back on an easy track. Nothing strenuous. And as you're walking, you'll just pass little buildings like this. You can see there the fireplace. It just makes you question, doesn't it? What was it like then? See if I could turn the camera around. That's my drone. Just going to try and look up if I can. Yep, looking up the chimney there. You can actually walk around the left-hand side. You'll see the track in the distance there around Ganol, so you don't have to go over the top. Wind's picked up again. Got back now to the crossroads where I've got quarry there, Ganol there. And if I wanted to go to a quarry where I've just been, it's behind me. But I'm heading back now towards the car park along this track. And what you're going to see, you're going to start seeing some views in a minute, all the way down to Nevin, Morddfa Nevin, or Port Llŷn, famous pub there on the beach, Tre'r Ceiri. These are the views you get. And the further on you go down this track, the more the views open up. As I said, 1 mile till you get to the car park. It's all steady downhill. But if you wanted to go to the quarry, the easiest route from the car park up this road, 1 mile, and you're at the top of the quarry. Look at that view. So from the car park, if you head down the road, you come to a place called Llŷn, just on the bottom there. And you could go there to learn the Welsh language. You can even go there, you can even get married there. So you can park down the bottom, go to the coffee shop, explore. Amazing history there. You can see the road winds all the way down to the bottom. So in this one location here, I've shown you 4 locations that you can visit in a short distance. Tre'r Ceiri, Ganol, Garn, the quarry, and then Llŷn. And if you wanted to, park down in the car park at the top, walk down and walk back up. There's a good little path that goes down the side. Good exercise. About half a mile now from the car park. You can see the cars parked up just on the right hand side. The car park there is free. There's loads of space there. And this track is fairly steady all the way now. That's me and Skye now done with a walk. Clear the head, process our thoughts. And Skye? Girl. Oh, bit of an issue on the way down. Lost the microphone. Oh, it was about half a mile up. I took my rucksack off, ran all the way back up, couldn't find it. Passed a couple on the way up. They didn't mention anything, so got up there, couldn't find it. Walked all the way back down to the car park. Extremely gutted, but the couple that passed me on the way up, they'd picked it up and they said, "Are you looking for this?" Yes. Oh, good result in the end. Did not want to lose the microphone and I had to purchase another one. So there are good people out there. Good walk today. I'll put my Garmin statistics up now just so you can see the route I did. But yeah, nearly 6 miles done there, but half a mile of that was looking for the microphone. If you like this channel, please subscribe, give me a like. Any comments about the area, let me know. From me and Skye, see you later.